Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Welcome to the channel. Today we are about to watch episode 8 of The Bad Batch. Wow, we are halfway through the season, a little over halfway through the season at this point, and it has gone very fast. This season has just boom, 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 boom. Every episode something happens. Even the slowest episode where it was just Crosshair and Omega on the run, a lot happened there. A lot of character work happened there. And just like last week, so much character work, so much setup with the clones and what's going to happen going forward, especially with Wolf. And I cannot wait to see what's next. Before I jump into it though, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. It is a very small action from you that has a huge impact on the channel. So I appreciate it every time you do, and it allows me to make more content and for you to see more content. And if you are interested, the full reactions are up on the Patreon, so you can check them out over there. All right, let's do this. The island paradise that definitely isn't going to survive this.
Who?
She's a liberator of ancient wonders. Pirate. She's a pirate. Hey, Fee.
Hey, kid.
What do you got for us?
I've been asking around about this M-Count thing, which hasn't been easy, by the way. TechSpring was the data bank, not mine. But I came through, as always.
And what did you find out?
Word is, certain Class 1 bounty hunters have been retrieving M-Count targets for the Empire.
Why? What's it mean?
Don't know. You're better off asking a bounty hunter.
We have run into a few.
What about Finnick?
Who?
Nah.
Fennec Shand.
Oh, that hand.
I got a split. I'll get back to you.
See if you can convince him to get his hand looked at. Ignoring it won't make the problem go away.
I like that. They're not ignoring it. He might be, but they are. Holy Starfleet headquarters.
I remember you two. You're the clones who ruined one of my scores. How is Omega?
We hear the Empire has a bounty out for M-Count targets.
Why do you want to know about that?
That's our business.
Might know someone who has.
Can you put us in touch with them?
Now that
Boba.
will definitely cost you. You're good with demolitions and ordnance, right?
Good. I'm the best.
And you're the tracker.
Perhaps the issue is not something physical.
You think it's in my head?
If you were to elaborate more on the experimentation you were subjected to, I could determine the cause.
Forget it.
You, whatever your name is, cover us. The area we're headed is extremely hostile, so always keep your eyes on the water.
Finnick's so warm and cuddly. Holy.
Dozens of them. I'm not gonna like it, am I?
You don't like anything.
True.
I weirdly like that pairing. Alligator as bat. Good lord. Wrecker is punching an alligator. He is wrestling an alligator. Who had that on their bingo card for this week?
That's why I never go in the water.
Oh, sneaky. I was gonna say, I'm guessing that pit was a trap, not a way out. Huh? Maybe not. I thought as soon as they stepped on it, they would fall through, but...
The target went underground.
Guys. There we go. Oh. Well, that's just gross.
What are we doing?
It's meditation. It'll help you heal.
You've been to Kashyyyk?
Uh-huh. You've missed a lot.
I know. That's not what we agreed on.
You can either fight me or trust me. Take your pick. What can you tell me? I'm sure you can track them down easily enough. I'll send you what I have.
What? Finnick, are you really going back on your word? Alright, Finnick has a sense of honor. I don't think she's going to actually turn them in. I actually think on the other end of that call was Asajj. I think this is how we're going to bring her in, because we were thinking, okay, all the bounty hunters are going to come in, they're going to come after them. But now I'm kind of wondering if Finnick has met Asajj, is in cahoots with Asajj, and is Asajj now working against the Empire? If Dark Disciple is really still canon, then that left Asajj in a very different place than what we had last seen her. She wasn't just a broken apprentice anymore. She had actually fallen in love. She had gone on kind of a quest for vengeance, but it wasn't just a quest for vengeance at some point. It kind of became more, and she became a lot more than she used to be. So it's very possible that Asajj has different interests now. I'm not saying she's a good guy, but I am going to say she's, neutral. She is probably very neutral to a degree. She might have a real vested interest in what the Empire is doing to those who have M counts. Maybe that's something that, just gets under her skin because she knows they were the ones that were behind the death of all of her sisters. They're the ones who are now hunting people with force abilities, which she is one of, making her someone who is not a fan of the Empire. But it's also equally possible she has reverted to her old ways and decided, I'll work for anybody. But I like to think not. I like to think that she has kind of become a chaotic neutral. It's also possible that's Boba on the other line, even though I'm not 100% sure we ever established they knew each other prior to the events of The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. So I'm not sure if that'll be the payoff there. I mean, they might. It would explain why Boba would save her life in the desert, but I never got the real sense out of their backstory that they knew each other well. The one thing I don't think it is the Empire. I don't think she sold them out. I feel like she's trying to honor her deal while at the same time giving someone she knows information they have been looking for as well. Probably the location of either the clones or Omega, but not Omega for maybe turning into the Empire. Maybe it's Omega for some other purpose. It could be for turning into the Empire and Finnick just doesn't know or care. At any rate, I do feel like she is going to honor her deal. She's like, oh no, I'm getting you the M count information. I just owed this other person information about you as well. So 2 birds, 1 stone. I mean, she technically never promised that she wouldn't sell their info. But again, I keep going back to the idea that I don't picture Finnick as someone who would double cross you. Not in a honor-bound sense, because she gave her word. So I don't feel like she'd go back on that. And even though selling their info is technically not going back on her word, it's awfully close. I don't know if I can picture her doing that, but I guess we will find out soon. I also really like the fact that we are getting kind of some more information about Crosshair's hand. And this was my fear. Whatever they did to him, trying to condition him, basically brainwash him, is still there. it's still in there. It's just not active, and that his brain is constantly fighting it off. And it would manifest almost like PTSD. But it's equally possible it is just psychological damage. You know, he's essentially wounded from all the experiments. I wanted to say torture, but we'll go with experiments they put him through. And I am warming to Crosshair. I know he's kind of done some monstrous things, but in this episode especially, I sat there and I kind of started looking at him a little bit different, because he is very disillusioned with what the Empire is now. Because if you think about any soldier in an army, it takes those soldiers realizing they're fighting for the wrong side for a war to truly end. Ideology is a powerful thing, and he was buying into it. However, I've still not seen him talk about or say, oh yeah, Empire's bad. Oh yeah, Empire, what they're doing is bad. That's the thing that I'm still waiting for. Right now, he's disillusioned with the Empire because they betrayed him and his brothers. It's like, oh, they don't have loyalty to me, so I can't have loyalty to them. That's all about him. That's a selfish reason. Until he's able to say that, oh no, what they're doing to other people is bad, that's when I'll start really warming to Crosshair. That's when we'll know that the ideology of the Empire is no longer a part of him. Because right now, his whole thing is he doesn't like the way they've treated him or his family to a lesser degree, which is still a very selfish thing. He's still not seeing the broader picture from what I can see. And when he does, and I think he will, I will start liking him more as a person if he can see through the BS. So until they break through that, then that's when I'll finally have a Crosshair that I can kind of really root for and get behind. And the more he hangs out with Omega, the closer I think we're getting to that. All right, what did you think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Were you happy to see Fi again? What do you think Fennec's real plan is here? Who do you think she contacted? And what are your thoughts on Crosshair and his hand and what's going on with him? Whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Like I mentioned up top, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. And before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.